Hi, Nick Ellis here with PC Computer Guy. Today's tech tip, we're going to be talking about Windows XP. It's currently April 8th, and so Windows XP is going to cease support on, I believe it's April 15th. What does this mean for you? We have a lot of information on our article below, and in short, basically what it means is that Microsoft is no longer going to release updates for Windows XP. This does not mean that Windows XP is going to stop working. Contrary to popular belief, on the day after this happens, on April 16th, your computer will still continue to work just fine. What it means is that Microsoft will not release updates for Windows XP anymore. So those automatic updates that happen on a regular basis will not happen for the Windows XP operating system specifically. This doesn't mean, for example, if you use Firefox or Chrome to browse the internet, there will be no more updates for that. What it does mean is that as time goes on, the software that's required, for example, QuickBooks is no longer going to support Windows XP updates either. So if you call for help for QuickBooks and you're using Windows XP, they're going to not help you. And as time goes on, the 2014 or the 2015 editions or whatever of software, for example, QuickBooks, will just simply not run on Windows XP at all. Microsoft is pretty good about being backwards compatible and supporting their products for a very long time. Windows XP has been out for quite a long time, and at this point they're saying it's been long enough, we're going to move on at this point. So your computer will still work just fine, you just won't receive those updates. What this does mean, what you do need to do, is probably use a different web browser besides Internet Explorer. We here at PC Computer Guy really think that Google Chrome is an excellent web browser to use, and you'll continue to receive updates for some time using the Google Chrome web browser. Also, if you're using Windows Security Essentials, we have received a lot of calls on this today, particularly with people getting notifications that Windows Security Essentials will stop working. It's not exactly what's going on here. Microsoft is notifying everybody that because they're stopping support for Windows XP, they will also be ceasing support for Windows Security Essentials. So those people that have Windows Security Essentials currently installed on their computer, they'll be able to continue to use it up through July of 2015. Microsoft will continue to release virus definition updates through that date, July of 2015. After July of 2015, there will be no more updates for Security Essentials on Windows XP computers. If you use it on different operating systems, you'll continue to receive updates, but not on Windows XP computers. What does that mean broken down into the simplest terms? If you have Security Essentials, you can keep using it through July of 2015. However, it's our opinion that Windows Security Essentials, along with McAfee, aren't particularly good antiviruses, and so we strongly encourage people not to use those. We here at PC Computer Guy like to use Norton Internet Security. We find that that's the best overall. There are a lot of people that have had bad experiences with Norton in the past. We don't get any kickbacks from Norton. We recommend simply what we feel is best based off of performance, the definitions, how easy it is to use, etc. As of 2009, Norton scrapped everything and completely started from scratch, and since then their product has been much better. So before 2009, we didn't use it ourselves, and after 2009, we use it. If you have Comcast, you can get it for free from Comcast. If you refuse to pay for any kind of protection, then we would recommend something like AVG or Avira antiviruses to protect your computer. They both have free versions, and they'll probably continue to support long past the 2015 deadline for the Windows Security Essentials. So not only will you get more support, but you'll have a better antivirus. So, in short, your computer is not going to explode the day after Microsoft ceases support. It'll continue to work just fine, and your Windows Security Essentials will continue to work until July 2015, which after that, it'll actually still work. It just won't get virus definition updates anymore, which basically means that it's kind of useless. So you'll need to switch security software. If you're using Internet Explorer, you're going to have to switch to Chrome or Firefox for updates so that the browsers stay up to date and keep up with all of the technology. And another important question that customers ask regarding this topic is about upgrading their computer. You can upgrade your computer from Windows XP to, for example, Windows 7. However, it's not something that we recommend people do. By upgrading your computer, you're going to spend quite a bit of time in this process, a little bit of money in the upgrades, and then once everything's said and done, your computer is not going to run exactly the way that it should. So we're pretty against upgrading your operating system on your computer. It tends to not be cost effective, especially if you have us come out to do it. You might pay, by the time everything's said and done, about $250, it just depends on the situation, including the Windows software. And if you're loading this on a really old piece of computing equipment, $250, you might as well just take that and put it towards a new computer. So in terms of upgrading, it is possible, and if you want to do that, if you absolutely want to do that, then we will be happy to do it for you, or you can try to do it yourself. But upgrading just usually does not work very well, and after 2 or 3 or 4 months, you have these odd quirky issues, and you end up wishing that you upgraded, or you just replaced the computer anyways. So, I mean, you could do a full install of, for example, if you have a Windows XP computer, you want to wipe it completely clean and load Windows 7, you can do that, but again, you're going to put a lot of time and effort into loading Windows 7 onto an old onto old equipment. It's doable, it works, but it's probably not the best thing to do. So for those really old Windows XP computers out there, it might be time to retire them, start saving up a little bit of money and move on. When you do buy a replacement computer, we usually recommend that you spend between the $500 and $800 range for a pretty decent computer. You can find computers for $200 or $300, but you're not usually getting a good deal. What you're doing is buying a cheap computer. That cheap computer probably isn't going to last very long and you're going to end up having problems with it. So between the $500 and the $800 range, you usually get a pretty good computer that'll last you for quite a while. Don't buy Acer or eMachines as our recommendations, but otherwise HP, Dell, Compaq, Gateway, Lenovo, Asus, whatever you want to get. Generally speaking, they're all pretty good. So this is our opinions here at PC Computer Guy. Hopefully this helps with the information on Windows XP going away, and hopefully you won't have to freak out so much anymore yourself. In short, Windows XP no longer getting updates, but will continue to work just fine, especially if you use something like Chrome or Firefox to get on the internet. And Security Essentials is not going away until July of 2015, but you shouldn't be using it anyways. So my name's Nick Ellis here for PC Computer Guy. If you have any questions or anything, you can either give us a call, phone number is 317-883-PCCG, or click the Get Help link.